The College Now Resource Center is here to help adult learners and traditional students achieve their educational goals. 65% of open jobs in Ohio require higher education, but only 39% of adults have at least an associate's degree.
I knew what I wanted to do, but I didn't know how to get there. College Now opened so many doors for me and helped me through the process.
College Now provides free counseling on college planning, career training, financial aid, and student loan consolidation. It's never too late to take control of your future, so stop into the College Now Resource Center today.
Welcome to Progressive Field, where it's the 2016 Senate League Championship. And yes, you're right, folks. It's not the same tune. It's the John Hay Hornets and James Ford Rhodes. And I have my special guests here again, Marcus Morrison and Mo. We know the excitement in the air, the kids playing on the field. But this is going to be an uphill battle for the Hornets.
Yeah, Tim, true. You know, they met earlier this year. The score was a lot to a little. So John Hay's got to come with it this year.
You know, and obviously there's a lot of pregame ceremonies that are going to take place. And right now we're going to go down to those pregame ceremonies as they're getting ready to honor their league all-stars.
At this time, we would like to recognize the City of Cleveland Senate Athletic League Softball All-Stars. Starting with East Tech, catcher, 12th grade, Tracy Jones. Pitcher, 12th grade, Tanai Smith. From Glenville High School, 10th grade, shortstop and pitcher, Reagan Ivy. Tenth grade, center field and catcher, Tiana Johnson. From James F. Rhodes High School, 11th grade, shortstop, Miranda Franks. From the 11th grade, second base, Anicia Morales. '11th grade catcher, Genesis Morales. From John Hay High School, 12th grade catcher, Dejanay Ford. '12th grade pitcher, Michaela Jeffries. '12th grade second base, Emil Watkins. From John F. Kennedy High School, 11th grade pitcher, Rosario Booth. 12th grade catcher, Jackie Parsons. From John Marshall High School, 9th grade shortstop, Lily Cruz. '11th grade third base, Tatiana De Jesus. Ninth grade pitcher, Allison Wiltshire. From Lincoln West High School, 12th grade catcher, Shanika King. '12th grade left field, Cami Santiago. '12th grade pitcher, Zoe Schofield. From Max Hayes High School, Lydia Matos. Your 2016 Most Valuable Player from James F. Rhodes, Ashley Colin. Your 2016 Coach of the Year from James F. Rhodes, John Whipke. Let's have a round of applause for your 2016 Softball Senate Athletic League Softball All-Star. Now let's introduce your 2016 Senate Athletic League Baseball All-Stars. Starting with East Tech, 10th grade catcher, Reynaldo Ayala. Also from East Tech, shortstop, Raymond Miller. From Glenville, 11th grade center field, Kobe Bryant. From James F. Rhodes, 12th grade, infield, Luis Frontier. Tenth grade from Rhodes, pitcher, Rudy Rodriguez. '11th grade from Rhodes, shortstop and pitcher, Carlos Vega. From John Hay High School, 11th grade, shortstop, pitcher, Raymond Jackson. '12th grade outfielder, Alex Morales. Twelfth grade, pitcher, shortstop, outfielder, Michael Sebring. From John Marshall, 10th grade catcher, Devin Ellis. '11th grade center field, Anthony Grillo. '11th grade catcher, Devin Rash. From Lincoln West High School, 10th grade shortstop, Jonathan Torres. From Max Hayes, 12th grade catcher, Roberto Diaz. '10th grade shortstop, pitcher, Jorge Cruz. Your 2016 Most Valuable Player from James F. Rhodes, Michael Gonzalez. Your 2016 Coach of the Year from James F. Rhodes, Phil Gary. Let's hear a round of applause for your 2016 Senate Baseball All-Stars.
Wow, what a tremendous honor. Kids come down here, get their awards. And again, League All-Stars, it's more than just performance on the field, classroom, it's all together in one.
Yeah, Tim, these kids, you know, they put it together. They're good in the classroom. They're doing what they're supposed to do, not only in the classroom, but also on the field and also in their neighborhoods. You know, they're doing good things, community service, and they're well-deserved.
And they threw a little bit of icing on the cake as they honored their commissioner of interscholastic athletics, Vince Marquardt, today, as he'll be retiring after 37 years of service to the CMSD schools. And you'll see there that he's been part of the opening ceremonies here with the first pitch. And again, Vince Marquardt, a tremendous man that's given a lot of life to these kids in the Cleveland Metro schools. And you're looking at Cal Long, who works under him out there, presenting him and honoring him for really a job well done. And there's people like them that never get noticed, but today it was justly done here at Progressive Field. Well, folks, when we come back, we'll have the player introductions, and we'll go over the starting lineups and a little bit about the teams right after this time.
Hey everyone, summer is coming, so that means it's time to get out and have some fun. Cleveland Recreation invites you to play by registering for any of our baseball, swimming, and junior golf programs. Baseball programs are available for youths ages 4 through 19. The basic fundamentals of the game are taught, and youths progress through various levels, ultimately participating in the Connie Mack League. If you would rather create a project of your own or express yourself through performing and visual arts, the Division of Recreation offers arts, crafts, ceramic programs, and show wagon performances. So come celebrate summer fun. Don't miss out on the free lunch program, summer camp, soapbox derby racing, and a host of other special events. You may even have the opportunity to celebrate an Indians victory in person at Progressive Field. Don't let summer pass you by. Visit one of our 20 recreation centers, 25 supervised playgrounds, 19 indoor pools, and 22 outdoor pools, and have yourself the best summer ever in the city of Cleveland.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Progressive Field for today's 2016 Senate Baseball Championship. First team on the first base line, the John Hay Hornets. Manager, Tim Hogan. Assistant coach, Ron Sadler. Number 3, freshman, William Kozak. Number 7, senior, Vince Lusick. Number 8, junior, Isidro Villa. Number 10, freshman, Mikhail Macon. Number 16, senior, Stephen Pass. Number 17, sophomore, Shaylin Yarber. Number 30, freshman, Tommy Aston. Number 1, sophomore, left field, Kendall Wood. Number 6, center field, senior, Alex Morales. Number 5, pitcher, junior, Michael Sebring. Number 13, junior, shortstop, Raymond Jackson. Number 12, junior, third base, Ian Aston. Number 22, senior, first base, Armand Davis. Number 14, junior, second base, Aaron Davidson Bay. Number 19, sophomore, catcher, Seth Allen. Number 4, sophomore, DH, Bakari Ballard. Number 2, senior, right field, Tommy Stanfield. The John Hay Hornets. On the third base line, the James F. Rhodes Rams. Manager, Philip Gary. Assistant coach, Brian McHolland. Number 1, freshman, Joe Bresnahan. Number 3, senior, Charles Reynolds. Number 6, senior, Marcus Cloud. Number 11, sophomore, Anthony Colon. Number 18, senior, Hunter Woodall. Number 2, senior, catcher, Michael Gonzalez. Number 13, sophomore, pitcher, Carlos Vasquez. Number 4, junior, shortstop, Carlos Vega. Number 12, senior, second base, Luis Fortier. Sophomore, number 19, first base, Daniel Accord. Number 17, sophomore, DH, Rudy Rodriguez. Number 14, sophomore, center field, Paul Farmer. Number 8, senior, right field, Jerry Jimenez. Number 15, junior, left field, James Lindsay. Number 7, junior, third base, Noah Rodriguez. The James F. Rhodes Rams. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and remove your caps for the national anthem sung today by Lieutenant Tammy Tarleton from CMSD Security.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the
Well, it's not only a monumental day. We had our own Tim Wells throwing out the first pitch today. Tim, how did it feel out there?
Well, you know, baseball has been a love of my life for years, but sometimes you realize the arm ain't got it no more. But I got it there, and I'm honored that they asked me to do this before the game. It was great opportunity, and my hats off to all. This is not our day. This is the kids' day, as you know, we've always talked about. But let's immediately go to the starting lineup of the John Hay Hornets. John Hay leading off will be their left fielder, Kendall Wood. Alex Morales will be in center. Michael Sebring, the pitcher. Raymond Jackson at short. Heinz Austin at third. Armin Davis at first. Aaron Davis and by at 250. Seth Allen, the catcher. Bakari Ballard, the DH. And he'll hit for the right fielder, Tommy Stanfield. And again, when you're looking at the John Hay Hornets, the work is cut out for them. They're going to have to rely on putting the ball in play, but they got a tough defense and a pitcher to get through.
Yeah, Tim, their pitcher is Carlos Vasquez. You know, he dominated the Senate. He had a 4-1 record with a 2.25 ERA. Coach Gary said, you know, he's got to work ahead in the count, and he's got to rely on his defense to work for him. But our catcher and also MVP behind the plate is going to be Mike Gonzalez. At first base, we have Daniel Accord. At second base, we have Luis Fortier. At shortstop, we have Carlos Vega. At third base, we have Luis Fortier. In left field, James Lindsay. In center field is Paul Farmer. And in right field is Jerry Jimenez. So their defense is looking solid, and John Hay is going to have to find some holes out there.
Well, earlier today, we had a chance to catch up with the head coach of the Rhodes Rams, Philip Gary, and we asked him his views on his starting pitcher today, Carlos Vasquez.
We're going to be starting Carlos Vasquez. He's a sophomore. He's been our regular league pitcher. Throws very good fastball, good curveball. For him to be successful today, we're going to need him to pitch to contact, rely on his defense, and play at a good pace.
And again, Philip Gary, longtime coach at Rhodes. He knows what it is to win here, and he knows how tough it is. But he comes in with a pretty solid team that's played extremely well. The Rhodes Rams are 9-0 in the league, 15-9. And the John Hay Hornets 7-2 and 9-13. Both of them have won their playoff games by 1 run in extra innings. But right now we're going to take a look at the officials that are going to be calling today's game. They're all certified through the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Morris Jones will be behind the plate, 18 years as an umpire, graduate of John F. Kennedy. At first base is Bill Constantinos, 12 years as an ump, graduate of Parma Senior High. And then there's Dennis Malberti, 3 years as an ump, a graduate of Eastlake North. And rounding out the crew will be Darrell Cole, 17 years as an ump. He'll be over at third base, and he's a graduate of Brownsville Area High School. You know, Coach Mo, you've been to these things a million times. You've seen it happen. We look at teams and say there's no way they should be in it, but yet they find a way. And sometimes the first inning tells a lot about when it comes to the nerves.
Yeah, Tim, that's why you got to love this game, because you got to go out and play every day. If you don't play every day, I mean, it could be one of the worst teams ever that can come in and beat you. You can't take this game for granted. I don't think John Hay is going to take this game for granted, and Rhodes definitely can't take this game for granted because they're returning champs.
And again, when you looked at the playoff scores of these teams, as I mentioned, John Hay beat John Marshall 10-9 in extra innings, and the Rhodes Rams win 11-10 in a walk-off over the Lincoln West Wolverines. And I can say that's the first time that those two met in the playoffs. Usually they're a 1 and 2 seed and they're opposite directions. But I'll tell you what, you couldn't ask for a better day. Game time temperature is 58 degrees, and the 6 miles per hour wind should not be a factor as it was last week when the girls played. And these two teams have met earlier, and again, Rhodes had a pretty good day that day, so they'll take any part of it. We also want to tell you that as we go through today's game, we'll be talking about the champions. And there was a special day here, 2015, at Progressive Field, and we will take a look back at what made history and still is history today. So leading off for the John A. Hornets is their left fielder, number 1, Kendall Wood. He's a 10th grader. He had 13 hits on the season, 23 runs scored, and he's hitting .310. John Hay starts with 3 sophomores, 3 juniors, and 4 seniors. On the flip side, Rhodes is just about the same.
He takes the first pitch down low in the dirt. Comes back with a strike, swinging. Counts 2-1. Kendall Wood up the bat. Gets him on a high fastball. Even it up to 2-2. Out on strikes. You want your leadoff man to at least put the ball in play. Give yourself a chance.
Now it'll be Alexander Morales. He's a senior. He was one of their key players they selected that had to play well. He's also a league all-star. Led the team in runs scored with 24.
He's getting them to swing at that high fastball.
Ground ball, foul.
Just out in front of that. If he was paying attention to the last, his leadoff hitter, he knows he can't take anything close. And throws him out.
You got to give the second baseman 40-air credit, Mo.
Yep.
Even ricocheted off the pitcher's glove. He stayed with it.
It's a hard hit ball. He took his time and made a good throw over there.
So 2 up, 2 down, and now it's Michael Sebring, their all-star pitcher, and a pretty good hitter at that. He likes Lindor.
He's got 2-0 to count.
Now he's hitting some hard luck, but in the playoffs he got hot.
3-0. And we need to see him taken here, giving his team a chance with 2 outs. And there he goes.
So the Hornets get their first man on base through the walk. And now it'll be up to their shortstop.
And that's a coach's pet peeve. You get the first 2 guys out, and then you walk the 3rd guy.
Raymond Jackson.
And he goes. Got to throw.
They picked the perfect pitch to run on.
Sebring is in scoring position now. Just need a base hit for them to get on board.
Jackson's a junior.
Goes down the line. He gets through.
On the line.
And he's going to score him. He's going to wave him in. There's the throw. And he's out at the plate.
A nice throw by the left fielder, James Lindsay. And a sweet tag by the all-star catcher, Michael Gonzalez.
You see right there, he's got the tag down.
So a little excitement right here in the first inning. But out at the plate for the third out was Sebring.
And you know, that was a gutsy play by Hogan, but I agree with that call because it's the beginning of the game. It's going to take a perfect throw to get him out there, and you put the pressure on him. But James Lindsay stepped up right there and threw a shot, one hopper, perfect throw to the catcher, and got him out. Waiting in the inning.
As we look in the Rhodes dugout, we're going to look at some pretty good hitters that'll lead it off. Starting off will be their all-star catcher, Michael Gonzalez, hitting .329. Carlos Vega, the pitcher, hitting .310. Or that's Carlos Vasquez. Carlos Vega batting third. He'll play short, .344. Luis Fortier, .381, the second baseman. Daniel Accord, .319. So they're the first 6 hitters hitting all over 300. Then you got Rudy Rodriguez, the DH, hitting for Noah Rodriguez. Paul Farmer, the center fielder. Jerry Jimenez in right. James Lindsay in left field. But again, they're going to take on the John Hay Hornet defense, Mo.
Yeah, the John Hay Hornet defense. You got Michael Sebring on the mound, which is their MVP. Seth Allen is going to be catching. At first base, you got Armand Davis. Second base, you got Aaron Davison Bay. At shortstop, we got Raymond Jackson. And at third base, we got Ian Austin. In left field, Kendall Wood. Center field, Alex Morales. And right field is Tommy Stanfield.
Well, earlier today, we caught up to the veteran coach from John Hay, Tim Hogan, and asked him his views of his starting pitcher today, Michael Sebring.
My starting pitcher for today's game will be Michael Sebring, senior right-hander. For Mike to be successful, he has to command the strike zone with both his fastball and his off-speed pitches and keep the hitters off guard as much as possible.
So leading off for the Rhodes Rams, Michael Gonzalez. Again, Michael Gonzalez is a senior. Indians big fan, honor roll. You know, one of the things every time we play at Progressive Field, Coach, we talk about the pitcher-catcher relationship, and they got to have faith in that catcher that he's going to block the ball and keep it in front of him, because back here you can get hurt real bad.
Oh yeah. It's a lot of space behind that plate, and if you don't have a good catcher, guys are just going to be running all day on you.
Gonzalez has been here 3 years in a row in Progressive Field. He'd like to finish this one on top.
That one back. He's got a 3-2 count. Gonzalez, a really good contact hitter, puts the ball in play. And he got him on strikes.
So Gonzalez goes down. He's tying him up inside. You can see right there. Now their pitcher, Carlos Vasquez, hitting .310 on the season. He's a sophomore, and he nailed it.
Oh, it's right off his glove.
Going right off the glove. Coach, the way he moved in, I thought he had it.
Yeah, I thought he was camped up on there. And at the last minute, he did the jump and tipped right off his glove.
Take a look at it right here.
It's a routine fly ball. Last second.
So now you got their 3-hole hitter, the shortstop, Carlos Vega, hitting .344. 21 RBIs on the season.
That one up high. 2-0 the count. 1 out. Carlos Vasquez on first base. He's got a big lead out there. He's not going. He's got 3-0 here. Sebring's got to start pumping some strikes. He gets one there. 3-1. Wow. I thought that was a great pickoff move. That first baseman's got to catch the ball. It's Armand Davis over there.
It seems like once he goes into the stretch, my initial read, he's not the same pitcher as he is in the windup.
No.
Looks like he's trying to aim the ball a little bit.
And that happens with a lot of young guys. They got to learn how to work out of the stretch and be comfortable up there. You know, a lot of guys, they're throwing bullpens in high school, and they're just going straight from the windup throwing their bullpens.
So now batting is their second baseman, Louis Fortier. And he is their leading hitter, 381 on the season.
Takes that one inside. At this point, his catcher needs to go out and talk to him. Just give him a little break, give him some confidence. He's working a little fast on that mound. Gets a strike in there. First base has a huge lead. Fouls that one back.
Evens the count. 1 out, 2 on, 2-2 count. On deck, Daniel Accord, their first baseman.
That's going to find the gap. And it gets past him. That's 2-run score.
So Rhodes takes the early lead here in the first inning. On a solid hit to right field. He keeps his head down, goes right with it, Coach.
It's a good piece of hitting right there. Got to get in front of that ball. That 2-run score there.
So Daniel Accord, he's a sophomore. Another Lindor fan.
You know, the guy at second base, he doesn't have a huge lead. You know, needs to bear down and throw some strikes. Good pickup, good throw by the shortstop to get the second out. It's Raymond Jackson over there.
So Rudy Rodriguez, again, he was selected as an all-star as a sophomore. A lot of upside here. He's going to try to keep it going.
It's a good pitch right there. Had him frozen. He's going. And Rhodes is running out right out the gates.
Two 1 count. There you see it, 2 outs. You're looking at Michael Sebring.
Rudy swings and miss at that one. Rudy's batting .222 on the year. He's got to bear down and put this ball in play. And he takes the call, strike 3 on the outside corner. Nice pitch by Alex Sebring to get his team back on the offensive side.
So the Rhodes get 2 runs on the 1 hit and an error and a walk. They lead 2-0. And Coach, we didn't get a chance to talk about the keys for the Hornets as well as their key players. So let's talk about what did Tim Hogan feel that his team needed to do to win?
Well, they got to have sound defense, and you saw in that first inning that they have 1 error. So they're going to have to cut those out. Timely hits, and you definitely need some timely hits, and pitch to contact. No walks. Alex Sebring struggled a little bit, but he was able to come back and get his team back in. And on the base path, no base running errors. No base running errors. So, you know, he's looking to minimize things and try to get his guys just basic fundamentals of the game and hopefully give their team a chance to win this.
And when you look at their key players from the John Hay Hornets, it started with their pitcher number 5, Mike Sebring.
Hey, where my mom at? Where my mom at? Where's she at?
He's a captain. He's also a good leader. Next to him is their third baseman pitcher, Ian Alston, 3-year starter, willing to do whatever it takes for the team to win. Then their shortstop, Raymond Jackson, hitting .430. And Seth Allen rounds it out. In his last 2 years, he has grown, good arm, and he needs to play well and keep the ball in front of him today.
This is Ian Austin up the bat, third baseman for the Hornets. He's got 3 balls on him, no strikes. Count moves to 3-1. That's ball 4.
So Alston's on. And now it'll be Armand Davis. Pretty good hitter, hitting .452 on the year. 11th grader. Likes the Pirates. And you know why he's wearing that 22. It's Andrew McCutcheon. That's his favorite.
That's a good one to have. Swings right through that fastball. Armand on the defensive side had a nice pickup over there to help the shortstop Raymond Jackson out. Just looking to put their team on the board.
1-2 count. He's ahead.
Fouls that one up. I don't think Hogan really wanted that.
No.
That ball, but he looked good at going at it. Hot shot, and he's going to catch him off first base, and he does. You know, you see a hard hit ball like that, and, you know, I try to tell my guys, watch the line drives, watch the line drives. You know, the hard hit ball, he made a good throw over there.
I'll tell you what impressed me was 40 years. As soon as the ball was hit, he knew where he was going with that ball.
Yeah.
They were thinking ahead.
Definitely. It's Aaron Davison Bay, he's the second baseman. He's got 1 ball, 2 strikes on him, 2 outs. That's the shortstop. Shortstop throws a bullet at first base to record to throw it out. That's Carlos Vega.
So again, 3 up. They get a runner on, but he gets doubled off. 2-0. John Hay trails James Ford Rhodes. So let's talk about the Rams. When you talk to Coach Gary, what were the keys to the game?
Well, Coach Gary must get a quality start on the mound. His pitcher needs to bear down and throw strikes. No errors. He just wants to have a fundamental defense and hit with runners in scoring position. And just like Coach Gary, he's also always wants to be aggressive. Always wants to be aggressive.
And when you look at it, he brings in some pretty good quality key players. Let's take a look at those key players from Rhodes.
If you look at the first guy, Michael Gonzalez. Mike Gonzalez is batting .393. He's a good leader. And he's got to be a brick wall behind that plate for those guys. Then you have Jerry Jimenez. Must contribute on offense and defense. He's got great D, and he's big in the outfield. And then you have Luis Fortier. He's batting .381. Must provide some offense. He's got a great glove, and he needs to have a clutch offensive performance. And number 13, the right-hand pitcher, Carlos Vasquez. Again, he's got to work ahead in the count, rely on the defense. He's 4-1 on the year with a 2.25 ERA.
So leading off for Rhodes here in the bottom of the second is their center fielder, Paul Farmer. He fouls one off.
With that swing, I probably would get my left fielder a little bit deeper. Count goes to 0-2. Paul Farmer's taking some big cuts out there. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Paul Farmer. Rips one up the gut for a base hit.
So a solid base hit to left field. Gets their leadoff man on.
It's a high pitch. He stayed with it. Was able to drive it for a base hit.
So Jerry Jimenez, their right fielder, hitting .249 on the year. Takes one up high. He likes Boston Red Sox David Ortiz.
Poppy. Mike Sebring with the pickoff. He's got a pretty good pickoff over there. This guy's got to be careful.
He's had 13 hits on the season.
Fouled that one back. Now, you know what, Tim? It's always a big controversy. If you look at the first baseman, how he's holding this guy on, the controversy is always, you know, the player has to be on the field, you know, in the field lines. And you see he's kind of stepped out a little bit. It's untraditional, holding the guy on like that.
Well, maybe we can get our TV crew to get us a shot of him holding that runner on. See exactly what Mo's talking about. There's the 1 foot, the other foot out of bounds. And some umpires will enforce that rule to the penny.
Right. I'm surprised Coach Gary hasn't said anything because, and now he switched back.
He must have heard you, Coach. Full count, nobody out. Will they have him running? Are you running here, Skipper?
Why not? It's a close play.
He had him, but couldn't hold on.
Again, Mike Sebring's got a really good pickoff move over there. I'm really impressed with him. It's a line drive to left field.
So Jimenez, solid base hit to left. And now, Coach, it's going to be up to James Lindsay, the left fielder.
Every time you hear that name Lindsay, you always got to think about the old Dante Lindsay.
You better believe it. He's doing a great job down in college.
Yes, he is. They played it in the championships today as we speak. Also, he didn't know it, but he was all conference academic.
That's awesome. Now that's tremendous. 2-0 count. Hayes looking for bunt. Lindsay, the 9th-hole hitter, has 16 hits on the season. And coaches decided to put a hold on to it.
Yeah, he wants to bunt him over, which is a good call. You know, you got no outs. You want to get those runners second and third. If you can get, you know, your guy can beat it out, that's fine and dandy, but he should be sacrificing all the way.
So Ron Satter comes out, has a talk with the young pitcher.
He's probably, you know, going over the bunt coverage with his pitcher. Hey, you know, you got to cover the third base side because the third baseman needs to stay at home on this. Again, it should be a sack bunt on. There it is. And he fouls it off. You just got to get it out there, you know, for your young kids watching. You're not hiding the bunt here. You're just getting it out there. You're letting everybody know, hey, I'm sack bunting. You're trying to move those runners over. Those runners have to see the ball down, make sure it's down, and get to the base. He swings and a miss.
Did a nice job coming back on him. 3-0 came all the way back. So Lindsay's the first out here in the second for Rhodes. And we'll go back to the top of the order. Their catcher, Michael Gonzalez. Struck out the first time.
Finds a hole.
Base hit left field.
They're sending him home. Here's the throw. And he's in there. That was an aggressive play. Just like Phil Gary said, be aggressive everywhere. And he was definitely aggressive on those base paths.
So Gonzalez with the hit and the RBI. That'll extend his hits to 24 on the season.
And right there, you can see him. He got him on the back. His foot was in there. Great call by Morris Jones, the home plate umpire. Right on it.
So now second and third, one down.
That looks like a routine fly ball. He's got it. Runner's tag. And he'll get a sac fly on that one. Score now is 4-0. Rhodes.
Jerry Jimenez comes in to score on the fly ball. And they're still not out of it now. They got a man on third, two down. And Carlos Vega.
It's your timely hits. That was deep in center, right under it, and he's got it.
So it flows out to the left center fielder, Alex Morales, to end the inning. But they do come up with 2 more runs on 3 base hits and a sacrifice fly. At the end of 2 full innings, it's 4-0. And Coach, when we're talking about the John Hay team, it seems it's apparent from what we're looking at is that the Rhodes team has earned their respect with the long ball. They're playing back. They're trying to make them get a lot of hits inside the diamond to keep this game close.
Right. If Alex Sebring, keeps the ball down and, get these guys popping up and, a couple ground balls and they make the routine plays, he should be able to keep his team in it. They have to make the basic fundamental plays, though.
Well, every year this is a special time for the Cleveland Municipal School District players that come up here and play, but really it doesn't happen without the support of Cleveland Indian Charities. They were established in 1989. They've donated over $11 million. Beneficiaries included the Cleveland Metropolitan School District, where it looked like there would be no baseball and no softball, but it was the Cleveland Indian Charities that stepped up. They also support the Cleveland Baseball Federation, the RBI, Boys and Girls Club, and Diamond Improvement Grants. They have several CIC events, from fantasy camps, 50 and 50 reverse raffle, high school hardball.
Let's go one now. Let's go one now.
And a lot more. You can go to the Cleveland Indians website to find out more about what they've done in the community, because they are one of the tops when it comes to Major League Baseball and service in their community. Our special thanks to Rebecca Kodich, Paul Dolan, Dennis Lehman, Bobby DiBiasio, for all of them and making this possible here today.
So up the bat, Tim, we got Seth Allen, the catcher. And he takes the count to 3-1. Rhodes is up 4-0. 3rd inning. And Seth Allen to get on base with a walk. Coach Hogan talked about base running for his team, and as we saw in the 1st inning, one of his players get picked off a line drive. You really have to be careful with their base running. Off for the bunt here. Takes the ball 1-0. Bakari Ballard, the right fielder.
Vasquez, the Rhodes pitcher.
Gets the bunt down, play to first, and they get the out. So Bakari Ballard, he plays right field, but he's the DH today. Tommy Stanfield is in right field.
So now we go back to the top of the order, Kendall Wood.
Takes a strike on the outside corner.
Give you what Rhodes pitcher has done coming into the inning. 31 pitches, 16 of them strikes. He's given up 2 walks, struck out 1. 1 of 7 first pitch strikes. That'll get you in trouble.
That's out of play. Kendall Wood. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Just got a bump on the temperature. Went up 2 degrees. Kendall Wood hits one to left field. And the left fielder, James Lindsay, makes the catch. Two outs for the John Hay Hornets.
Again, Morales, 364 on the season. He grounded out to second his first time up. And I understand the bunt that Coach Hogan felt like, hey, I got my 8th guy on. I'm going to get him in scoring position and let my top of the order get 2 shots to put him in.
Right, he's just trying to get something going, which is a good idea, you know. Put the pressure on these guys, put the ball in play. It's a good block there by Mike Gonzalez.
Both coaches said to us, catcher's got to be a wall.
Yeah, that's going to be out of play.
Put it in play. Put it in play. Go.
One, 2 count.
That was going to be high and outside. Takes it to 3-2. Excuse me, 2-2. Now it's 3-2. Alex Morales got to protect right here. Puts one up. And Louis Fortier takes care of that.
So walks and then 3 straight outs. And Mr. Carlos Vasquez is cruising along here. 4-0 as we go into the bottom of the 3rd. We'll play 7. And when you talk about the 2 coaches, let's talk about them. Tim Hogan, tell us a little bit about the head coach from John Hay.
Tim Hogan, been there for 28 years, Tim. 28 years he's been coaching. He had 21 years at Rhodes. And so now he's on the flip side of that, playing against his old team. And he's been at John Hay for 7 years. Tim went to Toledo, Whitmer, where he played first base. He's a Kent State graduate. And he won the championships in 06 and 07 against Lincoln West. And he was also, Coach Gary was also his assistant when he was at Rhodes.
And when you look at Coach Gary, there's a lot to be said about this man, but a very special person as well.
Oh yeah, you know, he also coaches football for the Rhodes Rams. He went to Camino High School in California. He was a catcher and an infielder. He's a CSU graduate, and he won titles in 06 against Collinwood, 07 against Lincoln West, 10 and 11 against Lincoln West, and last year against Lincoln West. So he knows how to win.
So leading off here in the bottom of the 3rd inning for the Rhodes Rams, Louis Fortier. He singled, drove in a run, and he moved up on an error. We need a bigger net than this one, Coach. Tim Wells and Marcus Morrison at Progressive Field, where you're watching the Cleveland Metropolitan Schools championship game between the John Hay Hornets and James Ford Rhodes.
He's right on him. He's following him straight back. Ground ball to short. And Raymond Jackson takes care of the first out. With a little help from his first baseman, Armand Davis. Raymond stayed down on that ball. It's really smooth over there. Picks it up, makes a good throw, a little high, but first baseman helps him out. Daniel Court with the pop-up in the center. And Alex Morales takes care of the second out. So we got Rudy Rodriguez. He's DH in the day. 2 balls, no strikes. Takes it to 3-0. Count backed up to 3-1 now with Rudy. Tim, I had a chance to talk to Rudy before the game, and he said, you know, I'm struggling with hitting a little bit. I just told Rudy, I said, Rudy, it's a ball, you know, hit the ball. There's nothing to think about. You see the ball, you hit the ball. There goes your slump. But he gets on with the walk.
Paul Farmer, the center fielder, singled and scored his last time up. I'll tell you what, one thing about baseball I've learned over the years, Mo, when you're practicing and you're talking about hitting practice, you get everybody in the world want to go practice for hitting.
Oh, yeah.
Do those little things? Nah.
I was watching Paul Farmer in his first at bat. This kid does not get cheated at the plate. He takes some huge cuts, and there's a throw back to first base. Ball gets away. They're going 3, and Rudy slides into third base. Aggressive.
I'll tell you, we probably won't catch it on camera, but Coach Gary teaching all the time. Here's a runner coming in the third. He's not looking. Yeah, he came around, saw him. Come on.
And he needs to see that before he even rounds second base. What is coach doing at third base? What is he doing? Nice play, and he misses the ball. No, Raymond Jackson is making some great plays over there. Even though he's not getting a great throw to first base, he's getting in there and giving his team a chance. That's what you have to do. You're hoping your first baseman can pick it out the dirt. But in that particular instance, he didn't, but he made a good play over there. I'm really impressed with Raymond Jackson at shortstop.
He's got this strong arm.
Seth Allen with the throw, and Paul Farmer's in there with the stolen base. Jerry Jimenez up to bat. 2 balls, no strikes. Ball hit to left field. That's trouble. And he makes the catch. And the reason I said it was trouble, that ball was tailing. Didn't look like he was going to get there, but he did for the third out.
That was a nice catch by Tommy Stanfield. You're right, Coach. It faded away from him, and he stayed right there with it.
Did a great job.
You don't catch that, it's another run.
And the other thing is he got 2 hands on that ball. You know, you see a lot of these young guys trying to do the one-hand thing. And it's about basic fundamentals, helping your team get that out, making sure you catch the ball.
And again, when you're talking about some people that had a great season, great year, it starts right here on the Cleveland Sandlots every spring. There's 2 people that just look to be honored for an outstanding year. They both go to Rhodes High Schools as they were selected the most valuable player. Ashley Colon in the girls softball, congratulations for the MVP. And Michael Gonzalez right here in the boys baseball. Again, our congratulations to the young ladies who last week defeated the John Hay Hornets 19-13 over at CSU Viking Field. Again, congratulations to the Senate League most valuable players.
So Michael Sebring is up to bat, the pitcher trying to help himself out.
Big inning here, Coach. 3, 4, and 5. We got to get something on the board.
Takes one high, counts 2-0. They need base runners. They need base runners. Big swing there. He bounced that one in there. Counts 3-1. Mike's got to be smart here. He's got to get a pitch that he can really drive. If this is not his pitch, he needs to leave it alone and work the pitcher. And he does a great job with it. Gets on.
That's his 4th walk here in the ball game. And now Raymond Jackson has a chance to keep this going.
That's down the line, and that's foul. Looked like they had the hit and run on. The runner was gone. Just trying to do anything to get themselves started, get a little bit off and started. Raymond Jackson with the open stance. Takes a strike, throw down, and he's in there. It's a good slide by Alex Sebring. Excuse me, Michael Sebring.
So man on second, nobody out.
It's a great slide there.
Foul tip.
Michael's gonna kill me if I keep calling him Alex Sebring. So once you hear this broadcast, Michael, I'm sorry about that.
You talk about Progressive Field, a lot of memories since this was built back in I believe it was 95 they started.
1994.
4.
Yep, my year I graduated high school. I'm dating myself.
The amazing part is, and we're going to have it right after the middle of this inning, but history was made from the Rhodes Rams, the only team to ever do it here at Progressive Field. Still today.
The no-no.
The perfect no-no.
The perfect no-no. I wonder who was coaching this game.
Are I think. Oh, I can't say it. That's terrible. I walked into that one.
You got it, kid. Let's go 1-3.
2-2, nobody out, man on second.
Run, he needs to run.
Trying to hit a pitch outside the zone.
And I think that ball hit the ground on there, but he didn't run down to first.
Ian Alston hitting 351.
There it is right there. No, he caught it. And looks like it's a playable ball, and then right in the dugout. First baseman, you got to get over there to that rail. Feel that rail. Give yourself a chance.
The Hornets looking to get on the board.
Good block by Gonzalez behind the plate.
That's his third block today. Both catchers have done a nice job up to this point.
Excellent job.
In front of them.
Ball's up the middle. Paul Farmer makes the catch.
So 2 down. It'll be up to Armand Davis, the first baseman.
They're hitting the ball, they're just not finding the gaps. That's where your timely hits come in. You got 2 outs, guy in scoring position. And he rips one. That might get down. Farmer gets back on it and makes the catch.
This will be a game they'll talk about. A lot of fly ball outs, and they played us back, and it worked.
You know, it's just great that the Indians, you know, provide this for these guys. You know, I see guys talk about their championship games years down the line. You know, they always remember this game, and it's just a great thing they got going here.
Well, when you talk about memories, Mo, we go back 1 year ago. It was May 20th, 2015, where the Lincoln West Wolverines took on James Ford Rhodes. And no one knew at the end of the day that a young man by the name of Juan Perez, who was the MVP of the league at that time from Rhodes, would throw a perfect game. That's correct, a perfect game. It was a good ball game up to the last couple innings where it got a little bit out of hand, but still it was a great ball game. But again, you're talking perfection. You're talking no errors, no hits, no walks. We'll show it right now on the screen. This is the official score sheet that was part of that game. And to this day, Juan Perez is the only person that has ever thrown a perfect game here at Progressive Field. And I always say they never cease to amaze us.
Yeah, that was something else, something to remember. I wonder who was coaching first base that game for Lincoln West.
I'm trying to remember who that coach was. In fact, I thought there was some conversation about I bring this coach in and the guy throws a perfect game at us.
James Lindsay's up the bat, takes one high. Michael Sebring's got to settle down and throw strikes, keep his team, keep this game close. And there it is right there, 1-1.
You know, Coach, you always get in the game of baseball, you always get these, well, where did you coach at? What did you do? And you know what I found out is more and more people don't realize everything you do, the longer you're in this game. I mean, there's a lot of people who don't realize that. My brother and I, we talk about this game every year because he graduated from Rhodes. And my history in the Senate was I had coached at John Hay at one time,
right,
where we won the city title. And this was back in the early 80s. Now, they didn't have Progressive Field for us at that time. We played over at Humphrey Park against Commonwood.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went over to Lincoln West. And I learned the first thing at Lincoln West: you better speak Spanish or understand it,
right,
or you're in trouble. Great opportunities.
So Lindsey goes down on strikes, swinging. And that one gets away from Michael Sebring.
And I'm sure when they talk about you, Coach, they're going to talk about you with, you know, RBI and teams going, and Dante Lindsay, you know, John Marshall, head coach. But they won't talk about you being that coach at first base.
for the perfect game. I can say I was there.
Let me ask you, when you're sitting out there and you're seeing this happen, what's going through your mind late in the innings?
You're like, somebody get a blooper or something, you know. I mean, you know, you see that so many times. The guy has a no-hitter going, and you get that ninth hitter, and he just sticks the bat out and bloops it over the first baseman's head, and the no-hitter's gone. You know, you're asking for one of those, but that day wasn't happening. And Gonzalez stands in there and takes one off the shoulder.
You know, if you go back to memory, Coach, let me remind you what happened. Late the last inning, Rhodes had a guy at first base, put a big guy in at first base, and I don't know what happened, but he was there. And your kid, the guy that was playing all before that, was nowhere as tall as that kid is.
Right.
And sure enough, he makes a defensive substitution with this big kid at first base. Line drive. I said, there it goes. And this kid went up and snagged it.
Snagged it. Sure did. No, they just had it rolling that day.
2 down. Couldn't ask for better weather. 60 degrees. Downtown Cleveland, 2401 Ontario. And let me tell you, it's been hot here because the Cleveland Indians have been on a roll as well. They've won 3 in a row against those Cincinnati Reds.
They've been having some hot bats lately.
Carlos Vega.
I think my wife is going to kill me, though. We went to Vegas, and I said, you know, we should put a bet on that the Indians will win the World Series this year. And I go, nah. We come back, and they're just rolling. I'm like, maybe I should put that money down.
Hey, you know, I heard this yesterday. It's all about pitching.
Yeah.
And
we just brought a new guy up. I think he pitched yesterday.
Yeah.
I don't remember his name, but
Clevelander or something like that.
Yeah, he had a really good game.
Oh, man,
pitched really well.
So Gonzalez on second. He's trying to score a run here. And
that's a line driver. Oh! It's a tough ball right there.
Oh, yeah. You better believe that's a tough catch. That ball was smoked. So Gonzalez comes around to score. They pick up another run. And I'm going to give the hit to Vegas. I don't think that was an error, Coach.
No. That ball was drifting.
He did everything he could to get there.
Pretty much kind of dived forward. Would have been a great catch if he would have caught it, but you know, just tipped off his glove. Louis Fortier, second baseman, up the bat. Seth Allen with a problem with the transfer. Ground ball to short. Gets past Raymond Jackson. It's one of those balls, he's trying to get in front of it, you know, but a lot of times you can't. So he had the right idea, but he should have just backhanded that ball.
So now Daniel Accord, he'll try to add to it. He's grounded out to short, flew out to center, and he'll go right back to the pitcher to end the inning.
3 outs.
Coach, one more question on this perfect no-no that you were here to see. You know, we talk about when you're the defensive team, you're praying, just get a hit or do something. But once it's all done, what goes through your mind that this guy, you know, set some history?
I mean, you just got to tip your hat to him. He's a good ball player. You know, to do something like that, you got to be focused. And he was focused that day and, you know, determined. And you know, everything just went his way. And obviously, to get to that point, it takes a lot of practice. It's a lot of mental focus. And, you know, you just tip your hat to him. You know, he's a great baseball player, and he showed it that day.
You know, earlier today, we had a parade of some kids from Case Elementary School. And again, they were honored here as they went through and paraded around the field. Come down here to enjoy a day off from some classes because of the schoolwork they did all year long. Outstanding students have earned this trip. They come down to watch the Cleveland Metropolitan School Districts, and you can see some of them talking, shaking hands with the Rhodes players. You know, and I think there's a symbol when you see this here. This is so important because, well, I'm a big advocate that the young people today that are on these fields playing, they gotta help the people that are coming up behind them.
Right. Nice strong throw. Nice play. Nice strong throw.
Carlos Vega. I'll tell you what, first baseman picked it up too nicely.
It's Daniel Accord over there. So way to help your shortstop out on that play.
Seth Allen, the catcher, he walked his only time up.
Swings at a high one. And as you were saying, Tim, with the Case kids coming, it also gives them a chance to, you know, to get down on the field and actually see some kids playing baseball, which, you know, I don't think our kids in the district see enough kids playing baseball to get them interested in the game.
And you know, when you're working in the recreation department in organized sports, our word is getting out. We're trying to get it out to everybody. Look, we have free programs in the summertime you can play for.
Right.
We've got the gloves for you. We got the uniforms, the equipment. It's all totally free. You know, and a lot of kids, like you mentioned at the very beginning when we started this telecast, it's about playing, getting a lot of games in and keep playing.
Definitely. Bakari Ballard, the DH, smokes one up the middle, and he's able to run it out right off the pitcher's glove. Second baseman, Louis Fortier, he tried to make the recovery, and but just wasn't able to do it in time. There goes Ballard. He's fast, and he gets in there. That's a great slide to the backside of the bag.
I don't know, partner. I thought the ball was there. Now, they didn't get the ball down. But they, of course, we're going to get one play that we won't get, so we'll discuss it forever.
Hey, and you got to know this. In baseball, basketball, we see it all the time. Human error is part of the game.
I'm okay with that.
Got to live with it.
I'm okay with that. Now, what I'm not okay with.
It's a tough play. Oh, and he drops it. It's a fair ball. And John Hay will record their first run of the game with the hustle from Bakari Ballard. Bring the score 6-1 now. That's a tough play there.
Yes, it is.
And there's a snowball effect. They're going to test his arm again, and they get him at third. James Lindsay showed you before that he can throw that ball from the outfield. And Coach Hogan is telling his players, he told him to hold at second. But there it is again. He talked about those base running mistakes.
Look at it here.
Nice strong throw from.
I don't know. Whoa, whoa. Let's bring that back one more time.
Human error is
Danny,
part of
can
the
we
game.
get it? You at home tell me. The ball, the glove, the foot.
It's close. It's close.
I'll tell you, it could have went either way, so I'm going to take it easy on Darryl.
One thing about the umpire, he sold it.
Yes, he did.
You know?
But I've always said, and this was in my younger days, Mo, when I would have little discussions with the men in blue, if he's tagging him up by his hip, where's his foot? That's all I want to know.
Sound like Johnny Cochran in the courtroom.
Yeah.
How does blood get on both sides of the sock? Isn't there a leg in between there? If it doesn't fit, you must have quit.
Yeah. Oh, I really want. So here we go. We're in the bottom of the fifth. 6-1. The Hornets are on the board. And leading off for the Rhodes Rams is Rudy Rodriguez. He's walked and scored.
So Alex Morales is hustling out to his position. That was a little hold up. It's probably one of those things. Hey, where's my glove? Rudy hits one up the middle. It's a long run, and Alex Morales tracks it down.
Now Paul Farmer, he singled and scored, reached on an error, had a stolen base. He's got a pretty good day.
Again, he gets his cuts right here. And Raymond Jackson will make the play. I'm looking at a lot of these guys hit, and the lower part of their body is not getting around. They're not getting any torque in their body.
Well, Jimenez is up. He has singled and scored and flew out to right.
Coach Gary wanted to have a little talk with him. And he fouled that one off. That one's high. It's not a bad pitch to throw when you have 0-2. It's another one high, but looks like Morales tracks it down.
He could go get him. Nice job by the center fielder, Alex Morales. 3 up, 3 down. We'll go to the top of 6. And while we'll do that, nice job, Alex. Way to go, bud. Well, Coach, it's been an interesting year for the Cleveland Metropolitan School District. When you look at the 2015 and 16 champions, let's talk about the sport and who our champions were for this school year.
Hey, Tim, we got boys cross country, Rhodes, James Ford Rhodes. Girls cross country, got John Hay. And in football for the city championship, we have John Hay again. And football for the Senate champion is John Hay. But football for the city champion is Glenville. Girls tennis, John Marshall. Soccer, Lincoln West. Co-ed golf, we have John Hay. And in volleyball, East Tech. East Tech takes it in boys basketball also. And East Tech takes it in girls basketball also. Boys swimming, we have Max Hayes. Girls swimming, Lincoln West. And in wrestling, John Adams. So baseball for the 2014-15 year, last year, which is it's going to be Rhodes, and they're back at it again. And softball, also from this past year, was Rhodes. Boys track and field is Glenville. Girls track and field was John Hay. And rounding it off with boys tennis, it's going to be John Hay.
Well, congratulations to all those champions. I'll tell you what, they've been putting the bat on the ball.
Yep.
I think we've had more putouts in the outfield than we've had in the infield or anywhere.
It's a nice stroke by Michael Sebring. He kept his hands in really good on that pitch. He just got up under it. There's another one, sky high. Oh. And the left fielder, James Lindsay, just misses that ball that was in foul territory. It's a long run for him. Raymond Jackson swinging a miss. Counts 0-2. I think he was surprised by that one. Inside pitch. Got him looking.
Coach, I don't understand the stance there. I'm looking at the open stance, but they're tying him up inside. He's not staying out there.
Yeah, he's coming from open to close. And I think he got tied up right there on that pitch. A lot of guys go to an open stance because they can see the ball better out of the pitcher's hand, but you know, something you got to perfect. And it slaps one. Vincent Lusick slaps one into right field for a base hit.
Again, Vincent Lusick was a senior. Likes the Michael Brantley.
Another ball up the middle. And he gets to it and makes the catch.
A nice catch.
All Farmer.
I'll tell you what, they got some outfielders here. You know what it is? I think it's the 60-degree weather, very, very little wind, a perfect day for baseball.
Really nice out here today.
Yes, it is. And a lot of the students and supporters have come out and just enjoyed the sun. You know, we can go back a week ago. Would we have snow?
Don't talk about it.
In the middle of May or something. I said, nah, couldn't get snowed out.
My brother lives in North Carolina. He says, I'm coming up there. And so I sent him a picture of the snow. He was like, I'm not coming up there. He ended up coming later in the week. But, oh, man, snow in May. That's Cleveland for you.
Well, Coach, we would be remiss if we don't take the time right now to say thank you to all the supporters, all the coaches that have gone through an entire season working with their teams and players and teaching not only the sport that they love, but the life skills and lessons that come with it. Again, there's people that won't be at their final game of the year, but have done a valuable experience to Cleveland Metropolitan School District student athletes. So we say thank you for a job well done. So leading off now, this is number 18. And that is Hunter Woodall. He's a senior. Another Michael Brantley fan, merit roll student at his school, an outfielder.
Counts 1-1. Rips one in left field. And he dives and makes the catch. Kendall Wood on the dive. You know, you get that one at bat, and you get a good swing on it, and you're at Progressive Field, and the guy dives and takes it away from you. It's bittersweet.
You know he's going to go home and tell his mom and dad, I made this diving catch, took this hit away. And I can see him going, sure you did, sure. But when you see it on TV, Mom, great catch.
Yes, it was. Remind me of Kenny Lofton back in the day out there in left. Well, he was in center, but. Whoa, nice pickup by the third baseman, Ian Austin.
Wow.
And he throws him out.
I'll tell you what, you talk some defense here.
That was a hot shot, and he stayed with that ball.
What do they call that, the hot corner?
Oh, yeah. Doesn't get much hotter than that. Carlos Vasquez.
You know, to play that,
two balls.
To play that corner position at third, you know, kind of like a different, you have to have a little toughness about you maybe, or a little wildness about you.
Yeah, you got to have some toughness over there, you know, because you're going to get some hot shots, and you got to stay in front of them, you know. And, you know, you get some coaches over there talking to you, trying to distract you a little bit. So you got to be focused over there.
I remember a young guy that played in RBI years ago, played third base. His name was Corey Douglas. And he seemed to always make a play and never get hit. And I saw him the other day. He was coaching, you know. He said, Coach, I'm black and blue. This guy was throwing through BP. I said, what, you mean you didn't get out of the way? Look, it's black and blue.
Part of the game.
He's a tremendous coach, Corey Douglas. Gives a lot back in the summertime. Sees a lot of these players. Michael Gonzalez is one of them.
Oh, and it gets by him. Kendall Wood.
Base hit.
And I talked to some kids the other day, and they're on their way to get under Coach Corey in college. So that was a good thing to hear.
He's coaching down at Hiram College.
Correct. So
I had a chance to watch him play a little bit down in Florida.
Giving these guys some opportunities to play at the next level, that's big right there. You know, as we know it, a lot of our guys they're looked over a lot of times, and for the ones that do get in, you know, it's just, you know, a great feeling to see these guys play at the next level. You know, your Dante Lindsay's, your Carlos Ortiz, Carlos Ortiz right now is set the record at North Carolina Central for home runs, the school record. So he's doing big things down there. Right now they're in the MEAC conference tournament, and just having one heck of a year. He's only a junior.
You know, when you go back and you look at your coaching career and sport, how many times do you think a college coach has walked up to you and asked you about a player, and you've had to say to him, can't do anything with him because of grades? Is that very common a lot now, or it's more focused on getting grades together?
You know what? I've been seeing the kids that have the talent. You know, more of them than less of them have the grades too. You know, so that's been a pretty good feeling. Now you do have a couple, you know, that are just, some of them are just late. And when I say late, you know, kids don't know. You could take the ACT test when take it in 9th grade just to see what you're going to get. You know, take it in 10th grade, take it in 11th grade. But you can't wait till your senior year to start getting ready to go to college, because, you know, by that time, all the college money is gone. You know, coaches pretty much have in mind who they want. And if you're one of those overlooked guys, and, you know, a lot of coaches from down south can't make it to Cleveland, Ohio, you know, so they have guys like me and that are their eyes, you know, to find those players up here. Play at the plate? No.
So a base hit and another run scores.
And it goes back to that old saying that, you know, you never know who's watching. You know, you never know who's got the contacts and things like that. So you always, as soon as you get off that bus, as soon as you get on that field, you should always be hustling.
Luis Fortier drives in another run as Carlos Vasquez comes around to extend their lead.
Woo. Raymond Jackson makes another play. You know, he probably should have charged that ball, but he knew his runner, and he threw him out.
Well, there you see it, 7-1. We'll go to the top of the 7th right after this timeout.
Hey everyone, summer is coming, so that means it's time to get out and have some fun. Cleveland Recreation invites you to play by registering for any of our baseball, swimming, and junior golf programs. Baseball programs are available for youths ages 4 through 19. The basic fundamentals of the game are taught, and youths progress through various levels, ultimately participating in the Connie Mack League. If you would rather create a project of your own or express yourself through performing and visual arts, the Division of Recreation offers arts, crafts, ceramic programs, and show wagon performances. So come celebrate summer fun. Don't miss out on the free lunch program, summer camp, soapbox derby racing, and a host of other special events. You may even have the opportunity to celebrate an Indians victory in person at Progressive Field. Don't let summer pass you by. Visit one of our 20 recreation centers, 25 supervised playgrounds, 19 indoor pools, and 22 outdoor pools, and have yourself the best summer ever in the city of Cleveland.
Okay, welcome back to Progressive Field. You're watching Cleveland Metropolitan School Championship. James Ford Rhodes will repeat one more time if they can get 3 outs here. And leading off for the Hornets, Carlos Vasquez has been there from the first pitch till now. So he'll try to throw a perfect, not a perfect game, but a complete game. Which means he's been throwing strikes, keeping short counts. Looking at number 14, Aaron Davidson Bay. He's grounded out both times.
One ball, 2 strikes. And he got him off swinging.
So 1 down. Seth Allen.
Carlos Vasquez trying to end it for his team. That one's fouled back. Rodriguez with the hustle. It'll be out of play. Whoa, right up the middle. And Seth Allen is on.
That was a solid shot. Somebody had to duck.
That was our saying back in the day. Pitch and duck.
Bakari Ballard.
They dummy down the bats now. You got those BB cores. But back in our day, we had that black magic. That ball would have been whizzing past you.
His last time up, he singled and scored. He scored their only run up to this point.
A speedster. That's going to be out of play. Bakari Ballard made it happen out there. Got on first base and stole second. Takes that one down low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Right here, it's the 7th inning. You got to tell your guy on first base, watch the line drives. You don't want to get doubled up here. I remember some years ago we've seen that with Lincoln West and when Brian Ruiz was playing and I think Carlos Ortiz, and they ended the game off of a double play. You don't want to end the game like that, so watch the line drives. And I kind of agree with that. That pitch was a little bit out. But you can't take anything close.
Not at this point. So number 16, he's going to go in and run.
And that's Stephen Pass. He's a junior and loves the Indians. And Juan Uribe. When I pulled up in the parking lot, I pull up to this nice Rolls Royce. And I say, make sure I don't hit anything. I don't think my insurance will cover me hitting a Rolls Royce. But I asked the guy, I said, whose car is this? He said, that's Juan Uribe's. I said, wow. That ball's going to be foul. Close but foul. Kendall Wood trying to start something. But yeah, he just leaves a nice Rolls Royce in the parking lot and they go to Cincinnati. Yeah, about a $200,000 car.
My Lord.
Must be nice.
He's been in the game a long time, you're right.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm about 40, so he's got to be around my age.
I'll say one thing, though. He does not miss out on a swing.
Oh, no, he sure doesn't.
He takes a good cut every time up.
And it was funny to see like guys like I saw in the 90s still playing. Bartolo Colon, 43 years old, still pumping 90-mile-an-hour fastball. He gets under that one. That looks like it's going to be deep. Goes back and makes the catch.
It.
James Lindsay. And that's the game.
Rhodes. They'll repeat one more time.
And Kendall Wood, he put the barrel of the bat on that ball. Just wasn't deep enough. They got the Rhodes Ram out today.
You got that right. Well, folks, stay with us because when we come back, we'll have the outstanding teams to play here today right after this timeout.
Car crashes, accidents.
We're telling you
why be next.
So listen to us. Don't drive and text.
Keep Cleveland safe and do not text when you drive.
And we're here with the 2016 runner-up, John Hay Hornets. Coach, it was a good game. You guys kind of played it the way you wanted to, a couple errors, but you guys made it here. And we want to present you with the 2016 runner-up trophy right here. Great season, guys, and congratulations. And Coach, is there anyone you just want to talk about today?
My pitcher. I mean, senior pitcher, 6 solid innings, and it's just too bad we didn't do enough defensively behind him to make this game closer so he had a better chance at the end. Michael Sebring did a great job.
All right, great job, guys, and you guys made it all the way here, and got something to take back, and and the experience here was great. I'm sure it's something you guys will take back for the rest of your lives. Great job. And we're here with your 2016 Senate champions, Rhodes Rams. That's right. Congratulations to you guys. 2 years in a row, you guys are the champions. And we have our commissioner coming in, Vince Marquardt, to come in and present this trophy. Vince.
Thank you. Well, another year, 2 years in a row, back to back. Rhodes Nation is here. Let's hear it for the parents, all your supporters, the administration, and now to the team. Congratulations, gentlemen. Wonderful season. Nice job. Coach, congratulations.
And not only say congratulations to Rhodes Rams, but congratulations on your retirement, Mr. Marquardt. It's his last year, and we appreciate everything you've done for the school and for everything you do in our community. Rhodes Rams, again, congratulations. Coach, did you want to spotlight one of your players?
Well, I just want to say congratulations to John Hay. early in the year we played them, and it wasn't a great game, and I'm just impressed that those kids were able to stick with it, get better, come back. I'm really excited for my team. Didn't think we'd get here in the beginning, but they just brought it every day, practice, got better and better, and we're two-time champs now, which is a great, great deal. So excited about that.
Yes, great job to both teams. You know, we look to see you guys coming back next year, and we're going to do it again. For you guys, I'm Marcus Morrison, 2016 champions, Rhodes Rams, Tim Wells. Have a great year, you guys. We're out of here.